will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the event site. Spectators are not allowed to enter the competition area prior to, during, or after the conclusion of the contest. Violators are subject to removal from the venue. Thank you for your cooperation in the promotion of good sportsmanship at today's game. That's it. Play ball. Play ball. Yeah. Hey guys,
Yep, that goes there.
And this goes.
Nope. Into the number 2 output.
And a very pleasant good afternoon as we bring you another day, evening of Whitefield Wolfpack Baseball on the Wolfpack Sports Network.
Number 11, Parker Ladd.
Parker Ladd leads it off for the Pack, who fell a little short last night on a very, very cold evening in Smyrna. We're about to get underway with the Pack leading off. Parker Ladd leading off for the Pack. A little warmer today, 59 degrees at game time. It was 55, I think, at the start of last night's game, but it felt like about 20. So here we go, ready to get underway. Dylan Holbrook brings the first pitch in there for a strike, 0-1, and we're underway at 4:34 on a Wednesday afternoon. Comes the third pitch of the ball game on the way. Swing and a miss. 1-2 count.
the cable up and over.
We're still trying to get settled here.
Jones.
Go over that, underneath here. There you go.
Trying to get settled as the game is already underway, so apologies for being a little behind the action. Parker Ladd struck out to start the game. Nate Jones at the plate now with nobody on and 1 out. Swing and a miss. Two strikes on Nate Jones. He looks at a ball. Colin Walker, the center fielder for the Pack. He's in the on-deck circle. Pitch on the way. Popped up, foul territory down the first base line. First baseman is under it. He's got it. And there's 2 down as Holden Baker makes the catch. That'll bring up Conlon Walker.
Number 28, Conlon Walker.
Lefty stands in, ready to hit. He looks at a ball, 1-0. One ball, no strikes to Conlon. Pitch on the way. A little low, 2-0. If Conlon finds his way on base, Wesley Callaway would hit next, but there are 2 outs in the inning. Ryan McClellan in the 5 spot, the catcher. 3 balls. Taylor Craig playing left field, hitting 6th. Wyman Shaheen in right field, hitting 7th. Jake Arispe at second base, hitting 8th. And Braden May is pitching today. He's also serving as the designated hitter, so he'll stay in even if he comes out of the game as the pitcher. Pitch on the way to Conlon. Ball 4. So a man does reach base for Wesley Callaway, who will hit with a man on and 2 outs in the top half of the first inning.
Number 15, Wesley Callaway.
Mike Shaheen giving signs down the third baseline. We'll see if Conlon is on the move early in the count to try to get a man in scoring position. Not going on the first pitch. Foul tip into the glove for a strike, 0-1. Pick off to first. Back in time is Conlon Walker. Conlon's on the move now. Throw goes down to second base. It will not be in time. Stolen base for Conlon Walker. That gives Wesley Callaway an RBI opportunity with a man in scoring position and 2 out.
Walker got a good jump there and is safe at second.
Jack Cunningham here with me today as usual. He's always here. It's a matter of whether I show up or not. Here's the pitch to Wesley Callaway. Fly ball down the right field line into foul territory and will land with no harm done. And on days like this, Jack, I am reminded how spoiled I am when we do have a scoreboard, because I have no idea what the count is right now.
Yeah, the scoreboard, you see it's not on, which is troubling to know the count and everything. Yeah, we'll do our best.
And I can see the number of strikes the umpire holds up. Here comes the pitch to Wesley. I know he's got 2 strikes. He tries again down the right field line, and again it will land in foul territory, this time not even playable. But when the umpire holds up the count, I cannot see his right arm. sorry, his left arm. And so I can keep track of the strikes, just not the balls. So I know Wesley has 2 strikes, and I know there's 2 outs, and I know Conlon Walker's at second base, so we'll just go with what we know so far. Pitcher set. Pitch on the way. Line drive into right center field. That's going to fall for a base hit. Around third base is Conlon Walker. He's going to score, and the Wolfpack take a 1-0 lead in the top half of the first inning following an RBI 2-out single by Wesley Callaway. Nice job by Wesley after fouling off a couple down the right side. Let's see, we have some jewelry we got to get rid of on the pitcher's mound. That's Dylan Holbrook, the pitcher for the Mustangs. That brings up Ryan McClellan, the catcher, with 2 outs and a man at first base. He will try to continue this inning. Pitch on the way. In there for a strike, 0-1. You know, I used to umpire Little League Baseball. I should have brought my little clicker to keep track of the count. Wesley Callaway on the move. Wesley Callaway with a stolen base on the delayed steal. How about that?
It's rare to see Callaway running, but he does successfully there and is standing at second base.
Second stolen base of the inning for the Pack. That puts Wesley in scoring position with 2 outs as Ryan McClellan stands in. Way high and away. And that was a delayed steal, so Wesley was not off at the pitch. Caught everybody napping out on the defense. Fouled at the plate. Taylor Craig on deck if Ryan McClellan is able to extend the inning. So I know McClellan has 2 strikes on him. Could you see his left hand, Jack, from where you're sitting?
Not that time, but I'll keep an eye out for it.
Okay. It's a 2-strike count. Pitch on the way. It's high. I know there's, I think, at least 2 balls. Holbrook has his sign. He's set. Here's the pitch. Just missed. Catcher held it for an extended period of time, turned around and tried to ask, hey, where was that one? Umpire gave an answer that I'm sure was not particularly satisfying for the catcher, but he got the answer nonetheless. And I think we have a full count. Here's the pitch to McClellan. Oh, it's called strike 3 on the outside corner, breaking ball. Caught McClellan looking. That'll do it for the Pack in the top half of the first inning. They score 1. Oh, and we're moving in the right direction. The folks here at Mt Vernon, they were able to get the music going. They couldn't have music earlier. They were missing a piece of gear, but they got the gear. That's good. Maybe we'll get a scoreboard later. We'll see what happens. All right, we'll be back with the bottom half of the first in just a minute. All right, we're getting ready for the bottom half of the first inning. Wolfpack on top, 1-0. Similar to yesterday, the Pack got off to a 1-0 lead at the top of the first inning, but not much else in that game yesterday went the way of the Pack. Some unfortunate series of events on defense, including the surrendering of 7 two-out runs yesterday en route to the 5-run loss, but the Pack are back today and looking to get back into the win column. It'll be Braden May on the mound against Nate Thomas at the plate. First pitch from Braden May is on the way. Line drive into center field. Conlon Walker's got a beat on it. He's got it, and there's one down in the bottom half of the first inning. Avery Anderson, the left fielder, is up with one down in the bottom half of the first. Lefty on lefty matchup. First pitch to him from Braden May is in there for a strike, 0-1. One pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 down. Inside, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 up, 2 down for Dylan Holbrook, the pitcher.
Number 12, Dylan Holbrook.
Holbrook surrendered 1 in the top half of the inning. Let's see if he's able to help himself here, get on base for the cleanup man. That first pitch is in the dirt from Braden. One-0 pitch. Just missed, 2-0. Let's take you through the Whitefield defense. Taylor Craig, Conlon Walker, Wyman Shaheen, left to right in the outfield. Nate Jones, Parker Ladd, Jacob Rispe, Wesley Calloway, left to right in the infield. Here's the pitch. Just missed. Ryan McClellan behind the plate in battery with Braden May on the mound. Four straight balls to the opposing pitcher, who takes first base, and that'll bring up Holden Baker, the first baseman, with 2 outs.
Now batting number 20.
And a man on first base.
Baker.
That brings Hampton Hudson into the on-deck circle, the third baseman for the Mustangs. First pitch to Baker is inside. The Mt Vernon dugout is excited with the pitches outside of the strike zone.
Yes, they are.
Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Dylan Holbrook at first. Holden Baker at the plate against Braden May on the mound for the Wolfpack. Runner going. It's a strike called, stolen base, and a 1-2 count against Holden Baker. Now the man's in scoring position. One ball, 2 strikes. Parker Ladd sneaking in behind Holbrook, retreats to his defensive position, and a swing and a miss Strike 3. That'll take down the Mustangs in the bottom half of the first inning. We head to the second with the Pack on top, 1-0. We're headed to the top half of the second inning with the Pack on top, 1-0. Throw goes down to second base. We're just about ready to get this inning started. After a meeting on the mound, corner infielders head back to their positions, and the catcher retreats to his.
Number 24, Taylor Craig.
Taylor Craig leads off the second inning after a productive first inning for the Pack. Umpire now having a conversation with the home dugout. Not sure what he's concerned with at the moment. It looks like there's a bat weight that escaped the dugout. Oh, now they're drawing a literal line in the sand. I think there was some ambiguity as to where the dugout ended and where the players were allowed to be, but a bat handle took care of that. And we're ready to move to the top of the second inning. Taylor Craig looks at a ball. Wyman Shaheen on deck, followed by Jake Arispe in the top half of the second. Holbrook shook off one sign like the second one. Misses the zone once again. It's 2-0. The wind and delivery from Holbrook. Fly ball out of play down the right side. 2-1. Here's the pitch. Oh, we were not ready yet. Home plate umpire says no pitch. Taylor wanted it to be a pitch because it was below the zone. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. Lined right back to us. Thank goodness for the net. And it's 2-2. I mean, it probably would have gone over our heads, but
we're
still,
lucky for the net.
I'm still thankful there's a net. 2 balls and 2 strikes, we think. There's no scoreboard, and I'm very forgetful. Pitch on the way. High ball 3. I'm pretty sure. The pitcher doesn't know either. He wants to know the count. And the umpire's not obliging. He gives him the count, but I still can't see the left hand of the umpire.
It appears to be 2-2, so we'll go off that.
Interesting. Okay. The entire defense just shifted, and it was 3-2, and that makes ball 4. So Taylor Craig heads down to first base after the walk. That brings up Wyman Shaheen. Shaheen gets his signs. I would not be shocked to see a sacrifice attempt here. Let's see what Coach Shaheen has in his mind. Nothing showing there. Takes the first pitch for a ball. New set of signs coming in from third base. You know, I should get Coach Shaheen to tell me the signs. And then I could give all of you an idea at home. And back safely is Taylor Craig. I could give all of you at home, I could tell you what's going to happen. For some reason, I don't think Mike's going to go for that.
Yep.
Wyman's at the plate. Taylor Craig takes a little bit of a bigger lead, then scoots back and forth. Throw goes back to first, and the ball gets away, but Taylor doesn't realize it. Now he's on his way to second base. There could be a play at second. Throw goes there, but is wild to the left. And Taylor Craig advances on the error. And it looks like we might have had an equipment malfunction down at first base. I believe there's a literal hole in the glove. Yes, there is. So, so technically, that's going to be an error on the first baseman, even though the ball literally went through his glove.
Yep.
So we'll wait for a moment as they find another glove for the first baseman for Mt Vernon. And he's going to have to go with his regular fielding glove, which is a much smaller glove. Catchers and first basemen get specialty gloves that are bigger. The catcher has a lot of extra padding on it. But at first base, you have a much, I don't know how to
bigger
describe
pocket.
it. Yeah, it's wider.
Okay.
A bigger target for fielders to hit, and the pocket's a little deeper.
Okay.
And so he's got to go with his other glove, his regulation glove, that he typically would not wear at first base. But Taylor Craig is at second base, nobody out. Now the sacrifice bunt is on, and Wyman fouled it away. When you're trying to bunt a baseball, the most difficult thing to do is to not poke your bat at it. You're taught, and this is easier said than done, that you're trying to catch the ball with the glove. With the bat. You're trying to catch the ball with the bat and not stab at it. We'll see if Shaheen attempts another bunt. First baseman is way in on the grass. He is going to attempt it. He pulls it back, and it's a strike at the knees. So I know that sign. That's swing away. Coach Shaheen said enough of that. There's 2 strikes. We don't want you fouling out on a bunt. Wyman hit a ball really hard last night for a double to right field. Let's see what he's got here. Down to 2 strikes and a look to second base. No throw. And the first baseman's mitt has been either repaired or replaced. And so Holden Baker is going to have a proper mitt once again. All right, I think we're all set now. Wyman's got 2 strikes on him. Here's the pitch. Nope. Another look to second base. Nothing going on. Taylor Craig takes his lead. Shortstop tries to sneak in behind him. Shortstop is Nate Thomas. Dancing around is Taylor Craig. Ball gets away, and Taylor did not see it get away initially and has to stay at second base. So Wyman still hanging in there at the plate. I know he's got 2 strikes. Not sure how many balls. Here's the pitch. That's low. I think the count is full. But as we said earlier, if you're just joining us, the scoreboard is not functioning. And I'm pretty reliant on that during these broadcasts because I have a horrible memory. Full count to Wyman Shaheen. And the pitcher steps off. Three balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Top of the second. Taylor Craig dancing around off second base. Timeout called at the plate. Taylor so far has been a real distraction for the pitcher. And a quick pitch grounded to the right side. That'll move Taylor up, and no pitch. So it was a quick pitch. So I called it a quick pitch, and so did the umpire. He was not ready. Now I think everybody's ready. Pitch on the way. Oh, inside, ball 4. 2 on, nobody out. And clearly Taylor Craig has been a distraction so far for Dylan Holbrook.
It'll bring up Jake Arispe, number 4, in the Wolfpack dugout, a little rowdy early with 2 men aboard.
Set of signs for the Mount Vernon defense. Figuring out how they're going to play this murky situation here. 2 on, nobody out. 2 walks to start the inning. Jake Arispe at the plate. He's looking to bunt, and the ball is low and away. One-0 pitch, looking to bunt again. There's a strike, 1-1.
Number 4, Jake Arispe.
1-1 count to Jake. Looking to bunt again, bunts it foul, now he's got a 1-2 count. Braden May waiting to hit next. Taylor Craig at second, Wyman Shaheen at first. Jake Arispe at the plate. Holbrook has his sign. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball that did not. I believe we've got a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Runner going. Throw down to third base. Not in time. Ball gets away, but not far enough for Taylor Craig to score. Down to second goes Wyman Shaheen, but he did not go with Taylor Craig. He didn't take off until after the ball had gotten away from the third baseman. So the stolen base puts Craig at third. The error puts Shaheen at second. Second and third, nobody out. Jake swings and misses at strike 3. He's frustrated with himself, but ultimately, where we're at right now with 1 out, following the strikeout. Runners at second and third. That's where the Wolfpack would have been if Jake's bunt would have been successful. Braden May up with 2 on, in scoring position, and 1 out. Fouled off the screen. I don't know if how well you can hear the ambient noise at home. But the Mount Vernon dugout, here's the pitch to Braden. He swings at strike 2. But the Mount Vernon dugout, they've got jokes. 0-2 count to Braden May, the pitcher, looking to help himself. Hit could mean 2 runs. Pitch on the way. Fly ball, foul ball, and out of play. Parker Ladd waiting to hit next. We got 1 out in the top of the second. Ground ball through the hole on the right side for a base hit. Wyman Shaheen around third. He will score, and it's 3-0 Wolfpack following the RBI single from Braden May in the top half of the second inning. Mike's asking for a courtesy runner. I don't
Number 11, Parker
technically think he should be able to get it. But they're going to give it to him anyway. So Thomas Figueretti. Okay, Mike just remembered that that they can't get a courtesy runner. That's what I thought. So Braden's going to have to head back out to first base. Coach Shaheen realized it on his own. He didn't have to get knocked down by the umpire. He just forgot that Braden May, who's pitching, is also serving as the DH, so he's not allowed to have a courtesy runner. So Braden will be at first base for Parker Ladd, the leadoff man, who's up with 1 down in the top of the second. Pitch on the way. Strike on the outside corner. Oh, 1 pitch. Fouled off to the right.
Hey, can you fix the score?
Two strike count. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Parker Ladd down on strikes for the second time in as many innings. Nate Jones is up, looking to avenge his foul out in the top of the first. Here's the first pitch to Jones. In the dirt, nice stop. Pitch on the way. Foul ball out of play behind us. Here's the stretch. Pitch. Fouled off again. Colin Walker, the center fielder, is waiting to hit next. There are 2 outs in the inning. Nate Jones would need to extend the inning by getting on base to see Conlon get to the plate. Here's the pitch. High. Here it comes. Fouled off again. Nate Jones was inquiring whether the ball would have been a strike had he not swung at it. Dylan Holbrook checks the runner, throws home. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. Nate Jones was not happy about the call whatsoever. Kind of jumped out of the box in frustration, but down go the Wolfpack in the top of the second. They do score twice. 3-0 Whitefield as we head to the bottom half of the second inning. Heading to the bottom half of the second inning, the Wolfpack up 3-0 early in this game. Braden May on the mound. Completes his warm-up tosses. He'll face Hampton Hudson, the third baseman for the Mustangs. We're pretty much ready to go now.
Number 9, Hampton Hudson.
Lefty versus righty matchup. Here's the first pitch to Hudson. Just missed for a ball. Foul ball. Didn't quite make it out to the street. It was close, though. That pitch is high. Braden trying to protect a 3-run lead earlier in this game. Here's the pitch. Fly ball, left field. Taylor Craig is tracking it. He has it. And there's one down. Took a roundabout way to get there, but Taylor Craig was able to corral it. I honestly, his glasses that he doesn't have on his eyeballs for some reason, even though it's very bright out here. His glasses fell off, and I wasn't sure if that was the ball hitting the ground.
Delayed reaction, but either way, it is an out.
And we continue. Maddox Chasman, the catcher, is up. Takes the first pitch for a strike. He did go around. That'll be 2 strikes. Mike Shaheen, the head coach, the ball had skipped off the bricks, and he was jokingly, it looked like talking to Braden May about, a scuffed up ball. A really, really good pitcher can make that do things that a regular ball can't do. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, and that's a strikeout. It looked like Mike was joking about like rubbing up that scuff and trying to take advantage of it.
Second strikeout for Braden May so far today.
Yep, 2 strikeouts, no walks so far. Brooks Champney at the plate and takes a strike.
Number 10, Brooks Champney.
Here's the wind from Braden May and the delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball to short. Parker Ladd takes the easy hop, throws to first, and the ball's dropped. So the throw was wild. Wesley Calloway caught it, tried to make the tag, and on impact with the runner, the ball fell out of the glove. That would be a tough decision for an official scorer because, if he just beats out the throw, the error goes to shortstop because it was off the mark. But Wesley had it in his glove. When he tagged the runner, he lost it. I think on my book, I'm still going to give the error to Parker. Sorry about that, Parker and the Ladd family. Here's the pitch, showing bunt. Takes a strike, 0-1. A 1 pitch from Braden May. Runners on the move. Swing and a miss. And the ball gets into center field, but the runner had no idea, so he has to stay at second base. And he's got an 0-2 count at the plate. No balls, 2 strikes. To the Mount Vernon center fielder. The stretch from Braden May. Pitch on the way. High, ball 1. One-two count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Well, there was a check swing. Oh, he didn't go. Wow. That was a pretty clear swing and miss from my vantage point. I mean, the runner even started going to first base because he thought he swung and missed.
Yeah.
And with the ball in the dirt, you have the opportunity to try to take first base. But nevertheless, it's 2-2. Braden will need to try to get strike 3. That one's in the dirt. We got a full count. I mean, with a 2-man umpiring crew, appeals on check swings are really difficult with runners on base because the field umpire doesn't really have a great angle at all. Pitch on the way and missed ball 4 on the full count.
Runners at the corner now for the Mustangs.
Number 7, Daniel
It'll bring
O'Keefe.
up number 7, Daniel O'Keefe.
O'Keefe is the number 9 hitter. He's got an opportunity to drive in a run and get the Mustangs on the scoreboard. Anyway, the positioning of the field umpire just makes it almost impossible to help on a check swing like that when there's runners on base. When the umpire's at their first base position, that's the best spot they could be to help on an appeal. Here's the first pitch. Way high and away. You know, Braden was rocking and rolling through the first couple of hitters of this inning, and then the error followed by a walk, and he's in a little bit of a jam. There's a strike. Got a 1-1 count here. Get one more out, and the Pack Bats will be back at it. One count to Daniel O'Keefe. Runner going. Swing and a miss. Throw is not going to be made to second base. And that's a stolen base. So now 2 men in scoring position. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Timeout called, and Ryan McClellan's going to go check in with his pitcher out on the mound. Pack up 3-0. Bottom half of the second inning, 1-2 count. Pitch on the way in the dirt, 2-2. Braden May been looking for the third out of this inning for a hot minute. Had 2 outs, nobody on. Now there's 2 outs and 2 men in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Missed, 3-2. Braden wants to get him right here. Otherwise, we'll be back to the top of the order. Nate Thomas put a charge in one his first time up, but Colin Walker was able to run it down to lead off the bottom of the first. Full count, 2 outs. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll do it for the Mustangs in the second inning. The Pack will be back at the bat, leading 3-0 when we come back. All right, we're all set for the top half of the third inning, and for the next 2 innings, I turn it over to Jack.
So Colin Walker due up to start the top of the third, and his first at bat, he walked, stole second, and touched home. The Wolfpack lead at 3-0 as he steps in the left-hand batter's box, trying to tack on a couple more runs for the Wolfpack. See what he can do. First pitch. Ball and outside. As we've mentioned before, the scoreboard is not working, so we will do our best to keep you with the count. So 1 ball though, and that pitch low and outside, so 2-0 count for Walker. Walker steps out for a moment, steps back in, gets set, he's ready. The pitch. High, ball 3. Dylan Holbrook, number 12 on the mound for the Mustangs, and the catcher and Holbrook will have a meeting out there on the mound. Try to get on the same page. On deck for the Wolfpack, number 15, Wesley Calloway. But let's see what Walker can do here with a 3-0 count. Will he hold off and make Holbrook throw a strike, or does he have the green light because he's ahead in the count? Walker steps back in. The pitch. And the umpire calls a strike. Walker was headed to first base, thought it was a ball, but umpire knows best. He called it a strike, so it's a 3-1 count. Walker calls time. So we get set to resume the action. We're all ready. The pitch. That one low, ball 4. As Walker walks to first base, it'll bring up number 15, Wesley Calloway. He was able to get a single, and then he was able to steal second.
Wesley Calloway.
Known to be a power hitter as he hits 4th in the Wolfpack lineup today. Let's see if he can put one in play. Walker standing at first with a short lead. Holbrook throws back and checks the runner. Walker is safe. Calloway gets set. Another throw back to first, but Walker is in time. Holbrook is set, has the pitch, runner going. The throw down to second. Not in time as Walker slid in there safe at second. Got a good jump and is standing safe at second. So a man in scoring position for Wesley Calloway. No outs in the top of the third. Wolfpack lead at 3-0. The pitch to Calloway. That one sent deep to center field. And that one all the way back at the wall. Colin Walker rounding third, touches home, and tacks on another run for the Wolfpack. It's 4-0. What a shot by Big Poppy, they call him, Wesley Calloway. And he is standing safe at second. So 4-0 Wolfpack. It'll bring up the catcher, Ryan McClellan.
Really, really nice swing there by Wesley Calloway. You can't hit the ball any harder than that. If he would have got under it a little bit more, pardon me, if he would have got under it a little bit more, that could have got out of here. I mean, he hit it hard enough. But we'll take the double and the RBI.
So Galloway standing at second. A bunt attempt. Nope. McClellan will pull it back. That ball was low and in the dirt. Ball 1. McClellan struck out in his first at bat, so looking to put one in play here, hopefully, with a man in scoring position. That bunt attempt fouled off. So 1-1 count for McClellan. So 1-1 count for McClellan as he steps back into the batter's box and is set. The pitch. That one fouled off, hit the fence as he gets set to do it all over again. 1-2 for McClellan. No outs so far. 1-2 count. Man on second. The pitch. Good eye there by McClellan. Out one outside for a ball. Holbrook stares down Callaway as he retreats and is headed back to second. Time called as the catcher will go talk to Holbrook on the mound. Try to get on the same page. So we're back to the action after that quick break. McClellan steps in. Holbrook staring down Callaway at second. The pitch. Low. It's a ball. Believe it is a 3-2 count, but as I said, no scoreboard. Can't see the left hand of the catcher when he holds up the count from where we are. They tried to pick off Callaway there, but Callaway slid in safely. 4-0 Wolfpack in the top of the third. Nobody out. Man at second as McClellan stands in. The pitch. A strike called, and that'll sit down McClellan for the first out.
Number 24, Taylor Craig.
So one down with a man in scoring position. That is Wesley Callaway as number 24, the left fielder for the Wolfpack, Taylor Craig, up to bat. The pitch. Holbrook throws that pitch in the zone for strike one. Craig's at first at bat. He walked, was able to steal second, was able to steal third, and touch home. A productive first at bat for Craig. Let's see if he can put one in play to tack on a couple more runs. But the Wolfpack lead at 4-0. The pitch. That one sent sharp to left field, but the left fielder has it and connects and has grabbed that ball for the second out. He did throw it back to the second baseman, but not in time as Wesley Callaway retreats back to second.
Yeah, Wesley got fooled a little bit there. He was thinking, the ball was hit so sharply that, perhaps it was going to fall in. But he was able to get back, and that's what matters. He stands at second with 2 outs.
It'll bring up number 7, Wyman Shaheen. And his first at bat, he walked, stole second, and was able to touch home. See if he can put one in play here. That one got away. Callaway running and does advance from second to third. Mike Shaheen tells him to hold off at third base. So now a runner at third.
Yeah, you forgot to mention that Wesley Calloway stole up base in the first.
Yes, he did. He was able to get on first and then stole second.
I say that because we won't have the opportunity to say that very often.
No, yes, it's rare, but we'll take what we can get. The pitch. Out one. Sent to the second baseman. And in time for the third out. That'll do it for the top of the third. Wolfpack lead it 4-0. We'll be right back.
Leading off the bottom of the third for the Mustangs, number 1, Nate Thomas.
So we get set to rock and roll. It's the bottom of the third. Wolfpack up 4. It's 4-0, and that first pitch to Nate Thomas is in the dirt for ball 1. Mustangs back at the top of the order. Braden May able to fit that one in for strike 1. 1-1 count for Nate. That one sent sharply but foul down the left field line. That pitch fouled off. So Nate gets set to do it all over again. So far in this game, Braden May has struck out 4 people. So he has been solid, and the Wolfpack defense has been able to back him up as they have kept the Mustangs off the board so far. Nate steps back into the right-hand batter's box, gets set. McClellan gives the sign to the Wolfpack pitcher and Braden May. The pitch, high, ball 1. The pitch, swing and a miss. And that'll do it for Thomas Nate as he struck out. That'll bring up the left fielder, Avery Anderson. He struck out in his first plate appearance. See if he can
number 5,
do
Avery
something,
Anderson.
or the Wolfpack can sit him down once again. Braden May, the pitch. just a bit outside. Ball 1. At first base for the Wolfpack, defensively, we have Wesley Calloway. We have that in the zone for a strike. Let's continue walking through the defense. Second base, Jacob Eastbase. Short, Parker Ladd. And third base, Nate Jones. That pitch a little inside for a ball. And in right, we have Wyman Shaheen. Center, Conlon Walker. Left, Taylor Craig. That's the defense on the mound. Braden May, senior, committed to Tennessee. And behind the plate, junior catcher and Ryan McClellan. The pitch. In the zone. For a strike. The pitch. Inside for a ball. Anderson walks to first.
Number 12, Dylan Holbrook.
So that'll bring up the pitcher. Number 12, Dylan Holbrook. He walked at his first plate appearance. Braden May shook his head a couple times, didn't like the pitch, but he's got one. Nope, he throws back, and the ball gets away as the runner is advancing to second. And Calloway has to sharply throw to third base to hold the runner at second, but the ball got away from Calloway.
Not sure if it hit the runner on the way by. I don't think it hit the dirt. Calloway had a hard time getting it. It's always difficult, especially for a right-handed first baseman, fielding a pickoff throw.
The pitch, swing and a miss. It's a strike.
Because the runner and the ball are basically coming almost from the same direction as far as the first baseman is concerned. There's a 40-degree difference, but they can definitely get in each other's way. Unfortunate for the Pack.
The pitch, high. It's a ball.
Not an ideal situation. Man in scoring position for the heart of the order.
One out with a runner in scoring position. Holbrook up to bat. May stares down the runner at second. The pitch. Good stop there by Ryan McClellan to not cause any further damage as the runner at second holds off. Braden May getting set. Getting the pitch. One that he likes. He's got it. So the throw. Low in the dirt. Braden May, the pitch. That one gets away from McClellan as the runner advances from second to third. So one out with a man standing at third base. Little trouble here for the Wolfpack defense, and Braden May see if he can get out of this jam. The pitch. Low in the dirt, ball 4 as Holbrook walks to first base. So now runners on the corners for the Mustangs.
Holden Baker.
And time called as Coach Mike Shaheen will have a meeting on the mound with pitcher Braden May, and catcher Ryan McClellan will join him. Trying to figure out the best possibility that'll help the Wolfpack team Maybe try to calm down Braden May. Just talk to him. There's many possibilities. So May will stay in the game after that quick mound meeting. So it'll bring up number 20, the first baseman, Holden Baker for the Mustangs. He struck out at his first plate appearance, but there's runners on the corner. 4-0 Wolfpack. Bottom half of the third, the pitch. Able to fit it in there for strike one. Braden May pitching out of the stretch. That's a ball low and in the dirt. Even the count, one apiece. 1 out. Runners at the corner. The pitch, the runner goes. Oh, and that one hit Braden May as he is down. And the runners, oh boy, we just hope that the pitcher Braden May is safe, but after all that chaos, so let's break it down. The runner at first base, he was going and stealing at second. Ryan McClellan was trying to throw it to the second baseman. It hit Braden May, and he fell down to the ground. So Coach Mike Shaheen is on the mound trying to check him out. Then the runner at second advanced to third, and a run scored for the Mustangs. So it is 4-1. But more importantly, we hope that Braden May is all right.
Yeah, that play kind of fell apart once the ball hit Braden on the backside. It looked like it got him in sort of the lower back area. And then they still had a play at the plate to try to keep Anderson from scoring. But the ball went a little bit up the third baseline. McClellan was trying to get it and swipe his hand in there. But with the runner bearing down on him, he didn't really have time to secure the ball and then make the tag, allowing that run to score. Looks like we have a pinch runner down at third base.
Appears to be number 4.
Which is not on my list.
Okay, so we'll go number 4 on third base.
Oh, that's a courtesy runner. That's for Holbrook. Holbrook, the pitcher. So that's a courtesy runner at third.
Okay.
It's just odd timing because, typically your courtesy runner comes in as soon as the pitcher or catcher gets on base. And they did not bring in the courtesy runner till Holbrook had reached third.
So we're back to the action. Baker sends one sharp to right field, but the right fielder and Wyman Shaheen able to grab it cleanly, for the second out.
Base running mistake at third base by that courtesy runner. The ball was hit on the line, and you might expect it to drop, but when you're at third base, you don't need all that time. So when the ball's in the air like that, you should immediately retreat to third base just in case it's caught on a line. And in this case, Wyman Shaheen caught it, and that courtesy runner was sort of caught in no man's land, had to retreat to third base.
The pitch, that one sent foul to the right side as Wesley Calloway tried to do a Superman dive, but not able to grab it. But that ball was foul, so we get set to do it all over again.
Nice job by Wesley getting there so close to coming up with that one.
Good effort there by Calloway. Just out of reach. So 4-1, the Wolfpack lead it. It's the bottom of the third. Runner at third for the Mustangs. Hampton Hudson stands in. 2 down. The pitch. That one sent to the third baseman. Nate Jones, not able to connect on the throw as Hudson runs into Callaway at first base, and he slid safely in at second. A hard collision by Hudson and Callaway down there at first base. But the ball got away from Callaway. Not much you can do.
Well, the throw, it was a really nice play by Nate Jones coming across the infield, getting the ball, making a strong throw to first. The throw was a little down the first base line, and the throw kind of took Callaway into the runner. And, at that point, there was nothing either player could do. Mike Shaheen's going to go check on Wesley Callaway, who hit the ground on back-to-back pitches, first on the dive and then the collision. So no obstruction, no interference. The throw took Callaway into the path of the runner. So no funny business there. Both men just continue on playing. If the base runner would have gone out of his way to interfere with, Callaway making the play, that would be another thing. Or if Callaway had gone out of his way to be in the way of the runner. But in this case, the ball just kind of brought them together. So we continue on.
So Hampton Hudson standing at second. Maddox Chaseman stands in. And the first pitch to Chaseman in the zone. It's a strike.
I believe it's Chasman.
Chasman, okay. Thanks for the correction.
I'm the worst at name pronunciation, so no judgment from me.
There we go. Swing and a miss. Strike two for Chasman. Chasman steps out. Now steps back in the right-hand batter's box. Gets set. Braden May has the sign. Looks back at the second baseman. The pitch. In the zone. That'll do it. As Braden May sits down Chasman. And even though the Mustangs tack on one, the Wolfpack lead it. It's 4-1. We head to the top of the fourth. As the Mustangs meet at the mound for one final quick talk, we get set to start the top of the fourth. The Wolfpack up here at Mt Vernon Field. The Wolfpack lead this one 4-1. Due up for the pack, Jaco Eastbay, Braden May, and Parker Ladd. Let's get right to the action.
Leading off for the Wolfpack, number 4, Jake Arispe.
So number 4, Jaco Eastbay, the second baseman, stands in. He struck out in the second inning. See if he can put one in play here. The pitch. That one sent sharply up the middle. Good shot there by Arispe as he's standing safe at first. And the Wolfpack dugout rowdy and excited after Arispe able to put one in play. They were chanting and singing, having a good time. So Arispe standing at first. It'll bring up the pitcher and designated hitcher, number 21, Braden May. The pitch. In the dirt. Low. It's a ball. 1-0 count for May. The pitch. In the zone, it's a strike, a 1-1 count. Arispe stands at first. Holbrook stares him down. Is set. The throw, the pitch. Outside, ball 2. So 2-1 count for Braden May as Arispe stands at first. Braden May steps back into the right-hand batter's box, gets set. The pitch. Low and in the dirt. Good stop there by the catcher for Mount Vernon to not cause any further damage. Holds Arispe at first after the ball was lost for a quick second in the dirt. The check down at first, Arispe slides in safely. Wolfpack dugout rowdy. The pitch. In there for a strike. Arispe with a short lead at first. Braden May, the 9-hole hitter, stands in. The pitch, the runner goes. That one hits the dirt. And that was also a walk, I believe. And so we have Braden May standing at first base, Jake Arispe at second, and the Wolfpack, just like that, back to the top of the order with Parker Ladd.
Awesome opportunity here for the Pack. 2 men on, nobody out. Coach Shaheen giving signs down at third base. We'll see if the Pack have anything on here early in this count.
2 men aboard, no outs. Top of the fourth, Wolfpack lead it 4-1. First pitch. In there, strike 1.
Parker had squared to bunt on that and pulled it back. See if the bunt play stays on.
Shaheen gave Ladd the sign as he is set. 2 men aboard, no outs. The pitch. Another bunt attempt. It's a strike.
With runners on first and second, you'd really like to make the third baseman field it if you're going to bunt. The first baseman's charging in pretty hard.
So, time called.
That was kind of a little bit of a funky move there by the pitcher when he was trying to step off.
Yeah. So a brief chat. Mike Shaheen talking to Parker Ladd. Braden May standing at first. Jake Arispe at second. We get set to resume action. No outs. Top of the fourth. Parker Ladd stands in. The pitch. In there. Strike 3 called. It'll sit down Ladd. But it'll bring up number 6, Nate Jones, the third baseman for the Pack.
Parker Ladd having a tough day. 3 plate appearances, 3 strikeouts.
Two runners aboard. Nate stands in. The pitch. In there, 4 strike 1. On deck for the Wolfpack is number 28, Conlon Walker. Nate Jones talking to the umpire, trying to get clarification. He steps back in, is set. Trying to put one in play. The pitch, that one high. Who wants it for the Mustangs? As the second baseman runs all the way over and grabs that one. The runners hold at first and second. So 2 down.
Number 28.
They'll bring up number 28, Conlon Walker.
The infield fly rule is in effect there. Even if the ball had dropped to the ground in fair territory, the batter still would have been out.
Conlon Walker has stolen a couple of times, been able to touch home, has been productive today. See if he can put one in play with runners aboard.
Yeah, he's walked twice and scored twice.
Yeah.
This is the first time he's come up with men on base.
Pitcher stares down. The pitch. In there. 4 strike. Time called by Walker as he steps out. Takes a practice swing and will step right back in. He gets set. The pitch. And a strike called on the outside. That'll do it. The Wolfpack up 4-1. We head to the bottom of the fourth.
And Brooks Champney.
So leading off for the Mustangs in the bottom of the fourth, the right fielder, Brooks Champney. The pitch. That one sent foul. And into the woods. Braden May still on the mound for the Wolfpack. Had a solid performance. Put that one in. The fastball got Chapney for a strike. The pitch. Low. Ball one. 1-2 count, I believe. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. That'll do it. And sit down number 10, Brooks Chapney, the right fielder. It'll bring up number 2, the center fielder for the Mustangs, Ethan Paget. Paget was able to single and then steal second. This is his second plate appearance as he quickly runs over to the third base coach for a quick meeting. Bottom of the fourth, Wolfpack lead at 4-1 here at Mount Vernon Park. The pitch. Right down Broadway. In there for a strike. Good breaking ball there. Back-to-back strikes. That pitch there for the first ball. 1-2 count for Paget. Swing and a miss, strike three. So 2 quick outs, 2 consecutive strikeouts there, back to back. It'll bring up number 7, Daniel O'Keefe. O'Keefe struck out
Number 7,
in the
Daniel
second
O'Keefe.
inning. See what he can do here. Braden May kind of feeling himself. See if he can stay on the roll. A bunt attempt, but fouled down the right field line as we get set to do it all over again. On the mound for the Wolfpack tonight, Braden May, number 21, has been solid. Defensively, and the Wolfpack have backed him up. He is committed to Tennessee, so he takes his talents to the Volunteers. What a heater by Braden May there for a swing and a miss by O'Keefe. 0-2 count. And that'll do it. A 1-2-3 inning. 3 quick outs for the Wolfpack as we head to the top of the 5th. Wolfpack up 4-1. It's a good one. We'll be right back.
All right, Jack, great job. Thanks a bunch.
Thank you.
And we're headed to the 5th inning with the Wolfpack on top 4-2. Good ball game so far. Wesley Calloway will lead off for the Pack. He's had 2 hits, a single and a double. Let's see if we can get him a couple more at-bats and get a cycle. Here's the first pitch to him in the 5th. Low and away for a ball.
Leading off for the Wolfpack, number 15, Wesley Calloway.
One-oh pitch. Popped up, foul territory. It's going to stay in play. Will the catcher make the play? He does. Maddox Chasman makes the difficult catch. And there's 1 out.
Now batting number 17, Ryan McClellan.
Ryan McClellan up for the 3rd time. He struck out his first 2 times up. Let's see if he can get the bat on the ball this time. Lefty stands in against Dylan Holbrook. Foul ball to the left off the screen in front of the Mt Vernon dugout. Here's the wind. 0-1. Fouled off again, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Holbrook shaking off a couple signs. He's got one he likes now. Here comes the pitch. High. One ball, 2 strikes. 1 out in the top of the 5th. Pitch on the way. Just missed, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Ryan McClellan, who hits the ball into left field for a base hit. Well done by Ryan, who rounds first, throws out an anchor there. And that's where he'll stand with 1 out for Taylor Craig, who slings a bat back towards the Whitefield dugout and almost took out his teammate, Wyman Shaheen. We'll have a courtesy runner at first base for the catcher.
24,
That'll be
27.
Thomas Figueretti. So Figueretti at first. He represents Ryan McClellan. Taylor Craig at the plate with 1 on and 1 down. First pitch to Taylor Craig will not be made. Instead, a throw to first. And back easily is Figueretti. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. I have a new rule I'd like to institute. A courtesy runner should not be able to have the same second number as the person they're running for.
There you go.
Fouled back our way off the screen, and there are 2 strikes. I looked down at first base and saw the 7. I was like, wait a minute. Ryan's not out there. I was momentarily confused, but that's okay. I generally stay in a somewhat confused state regardless. Taylor Craig at the plate with 2 strikes. At first is Thomas Figueretti. Throw goes to first. Figueretti back. I know Taylor has 2 strikes. I can't remember if he's had a ball or not. No scoreboard, but that's my problem, not them. Foul ball out of play. I mean, the scoreboard being out of commission just really exposes how bad at this I really am, more than anything else. Jack, you're supposed to encourage me there and make me feel better.
You'll get it next time.
Oh, thanks. Taylor Craig still at the plate after the foul ball. Figueretti gets his lead. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3 on the inside corner. Taylor couldn't really believe it. Shaking his head as he heads back to the Whitefield dugout. It looks like we're going to get a defensive change. Getting a new pitcher too. Let's see. Number 16, Dawson Stevens, coming into the game. Looks like he's going to be in to pitch. As Dylan Holbrook heads to the dugout. So, new pitcher on for the Mustangs. He'll face Wyman Shaheen after he takes his warm-up tosses, and we'll come back for that in just a moment. Dawson Stevens on the mound for the Mustangs. Wyman Shaheen coming up to the plate with a runner at first base and 2 outs. That ends the day for Holbrook. He and Braden Mayer really pitched pretty well. It's a 4-2 game with the Wolfpack in front. The man at first is Holbrook's responsibility. Here's the first pitch to Wyman Shaheen. The ball gets away, and it hit the catcher, I guess, in his wrist. He is not okay. He immediately, when the ball hit him, he kind of tossed away his glove. And the ball was live. He still had to go retrieve the ball. Then as soon as he threw it back to the pitcher, he immediately signaled to the dugout that he needed some assistance. It looks like he's going to come out of the game. So Maddox Chasman still being looked at by the coaching staff and the trainer here at Mt Vernon. Trainer digging into his bag for some tools. I can't tell if it's his wrist or his hand, but somewhere on his left extremity. Dawson Stevens, the pitcher, trying to stay warm. He's throwing with Holden Baker, the first baseman. So the backup catcher for today's game, he's out on the field with his gear and glove in tow. Looks like they're trying to get Chasman ready to continue. So Thomas Figueretti, the runner for Ryan McClellan, he's down at second base, and Chasman is going to leave the game after getting hit by a pitch. It's unfortunate for him. We certainly hope that he's okay moving forward. The new catcher, I believe that number is 19. And unfortunately, I do not know his name. Maybe we'll get an announcement here on the PA shortly, letting us know who that is. But he's going to catch a few, throw a few. We'll see if the umpire lets him throw one down to second base to get him warmed up. And we're back to the action. So Wyman Shaheen stands in. One
Now catching
runner on. There are two outs.
19, Alec Fallbush.
I heard Alec. His first name is Alec. I got that. Did not catch his last name, unfortunately. So our friend Alec is behind the plate for the Mustangs. Ready to go. Here's the first pitch to Wyman. In there for a strike, 0-1. Sorry, it should be 1-1 because this at-bat started before all of that. Timeout called. Catcher needs the wristband for plays that are called in from the dugout. Dawson Stevens in the stretch. Here's the pitch. Ball gets away, runner on the move. Down to third base. Goes Figueretti. Sorry for my delay in speech. I was trying to figure out what's going on. The coach from Mt Vernon kind of came out of the dugout, which he's not supposed to do while the ball's in play, because the pitcher did not come home to cover home. And so Figueretti could have just turned the bag and continued to run. All right, here's the pitch from Stevens with a runner on third base. High. Thomas Figueretti at third. He represents Ryan McClellan. Big run down there at third base if the Wolfpack can bring them in. Here's the pitch. Check swing, ball gets away, and the Wolfpack tack on another. It's 5-2 in the 5th inning. Following the wild pitch that scored Thomas Figueretti.
Number 4, Jake Arispe.
So 5-2. Wyman Shaheen takes the walk, heads down to first base. Jake Arispe stands at the plate now. He hit the ball hard his last time up, right up the middle for a base hit. He was left stranded at second base in the 4th. He's up now in the 5th. Runner going. Ball in the dirt, no throw. And Wyman Shaheen has a stolen base. So now that runner's in scoring position for Jake Arispe. 5-2. The Wolfpack on top in the top of the 5th inning.
Wolfpack got rowdy here.
Yeah, I think they're kind of responding to some of the Mount Vernon students in the stands who have been pretty vocal during this game. Here's the pitch to Jake on the inside corner for a strike. Arispe didn't like that call very much. So at least a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch from the lefty. High off the umpire, off the screen. Around third is Wyman Shaheen, and that's where he'll stop. Is the umpire okay? That one went off his shoulder. You know, underneath the clothing, the home plate umpire is wearing full body armor, right? You got the chest protector, you've got the shin guards, you got everything. But that's still uncomfortable, especially in this weather. It's a little cool.
It is. The temperatures have dropped.
So Wyman Shaheen's at third base now. Jake Arispe at the plate. Looking to bunt. Takes a strike. I think we got a 2-2 count. Pitch on the way from Stevens. Low in the dirt. Here comes Wyman. And he'll score fairly easily. The throw still came, even though there was nobody covering. It's a walk. Another run scores. And it's 6-2. Wolfpack on top.
Now batting number 21, Braden May.
Braden May comes up to the plate. Wolfpack has a 6-2 lead. Jake Arispe down at first base following the walk. 2 consecutive walks earned by the Pack. Lefty on lefty matchup. Throw goes to first base and the ball gets away. Arispe down to second. And he's going to stop right there. Tough inning defensively for Mount Vernon here in the top of the 5th. It's not like Whitefield's been, hitting the ball super hard in this inning. It's just been just little things. Pass balls, wild pitches, throws getting away. And we know from experience, here's the pitch to Braden, ball in the dirt. We know from experience how those things can kind of snowball build up. Sorry, I had your mic off.
All good, all good.
Runner at second, 2 down. Braden May at the plate. That one's inside. On deck is Parker Ladd. Comes the pitch from the big lefty. Line drive into deep left field. Not going to get it. Is the left fielder. In to score is Jake Arispe. To second base is Braden May. And the Wolfpack have a 7-2 lead in the top half of the 5th inning.
The Wolfpack howling here. It's 7-2. And good hit deep to left field by Taylor Craig, and it'll bring up the top of the order with Parker Ladd.
Yeah, Braden hit it really hard the other way. Looks like we might get another pitching change. Let's see. We've got Landon Bryce coming in. It looks like at center field. Let's go, and the center fielder's going to pitch. No, we're going to get Nate Thomas on the mound. Landon Bryce is going to head out to center. And then I think we're going to get, let's see here. Ethan Paget is going to go to short. If I am reading all of the moves correctly, we'll try to get it sorted out. And after Nate Thomas completes his warm-up tosses, we'll come back and continue the game. The top half of the 5th inning continues with Parker Ladd at the plate. Braden May at second following the double. The new pitcher, Nate Thomas, on the mound. The first pitch from him is popped up, short center field. Landon Bryce, I believe, is under it and has it. And that'll do it for the top half of the 5th. We head to the bottom of the 5th. After the Pack score 3, it's 7-2.
Signs number 1, Nate Thomas.
The pitcher who started as the shortstop today, Nate Thomas, leading off in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Also led off the game for the Mustangs, top of the order. 5th inning of work for Braden May. First pitch of the inning is a strike, 0-1. Here's the 0-1 from May. Ground ball down the first base line and foul, 0-2. Oh-2 count. Wind and the delivery high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out, leading off the bottom of the 5th. Here's the wind and the delivery. Called strike 3 in the outside corner, 1 down. Nice pitch by Braden May. Arm side, outside corner.
Number 5, Avery Anderson.
Avery Anderson up for the 3rd time. He walked and scored in the 3rd. First pitch to him is a strike. Oh, 1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Dylan Holbrook, the starting pitcher, he's on deck. There's a ball low and inside. Lefty on lefty matchup with 1 down in the 5th. He offered. Did he go around? Ryan McClellan asked for an appeal, and the umpire said no. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. And they're 2 down after 2 called strike 3s. Bring up Holbrook.
Number 12, Dylan Holbrook.
He has not had an official at bat today. 2 plate appearances, 2 walks. He also scored in the 3rd. Here's a strike, 1-1. Here's the wind and the delivery, a little high. So looking over the scorebook today, there was a walk in the 1st, an error in the 2nd, and a walk in the 2nd. That pitch is low and away. 2 walks and an error in the 3rd. And Braden May has struck out the last 6 batters in a row. And there's a walk.
Number 20, Holden Baker.
But what I'm trying to point out, at least in my book, which is not official, I've only seen errors and walks. If you follow baseball, you understand why I'm dancing around the topic. Here's the pitch, high and in. Because there's a way that they have not reached base in this game, but I can't tell you what that is.
Okay.
Because, in the famous words of Michael Scott, I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious. So while the Mustangs have scored 2 runs, their only ways on base, at least on my scorecard, have been errors and walks. Here's the pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Braden May's got a strike on Baker. Fouled off and out of play. The runner was going. He'll have to retreat to first base. Here's the stretch. Pitch from Braden May, swing and a miss, and he's out. He can't run to first base. I don't know where he's going. Oh, there's 2 outs. That's why.
There you go.
Oh, goodness, that was my mistake. That'll do it for the Mustangs in the bottom half of the 5th. We head to the 6th. Pack up 7-2. To the 6th inning we go. Wolfpack on top, 7-2.
Leading off the 6th for the Wolfpack, number 6, Nate Jones.
Nate Jones leading off the inning. Nate has not found his way on board yet. Let's see if he can change that here in the 6th. This is his 4th time at the plate. Takes the ball 1-0. Here comes the 1-ball pitch from Nate Thomas, beginning his first full inning of work. There's a strike, 1-1. Pitch on the way. Inside, 2-1. Here's the wind and delivery from Thomas. Line drive to third and dropped. And the ball gets away at first. Oh my heavens. So first the ball was hit hard to third base. And Mt Vernon's going to see if they can get Nate Jones out on a technicality. So the ball was hit hard at third base. It looked like Hampton Hudson had it at third. It squirted out of his glove. He picked it up, threw it down to first, and then it squirted out of the first baseman's glove, Holden Baker. My heavens. And all the while, Nate Jones thought he was out and was having to be yelled at the dugout to keep running. So Jones is aboard following the error. Brings up Conlon Walker for the 4th time. He's walked twice, stolen 2 bases, and scored twice. First pitch to him is low.
Now batting Conlon Walker.
Nate Jones takes his lead. Thomas looks over his shoulder. Line drive into center field and caught. Nice job by the second baseman to move into the hole. Ethan Padgett makes the play.
Wesley Calloway.
That's the first out of the inning, and Wesley Calloway comes to the plate. He's got 2 hits on the day, a single and a double. He's stolen a base. See if he can find his 3rd hit of the ball game. Time called. Catcher goes out to talk to Thomas. Calloway awaits his first pitch of his 4th at bat of the game. Whitefield, first baseman, awaits the pitch from Nate Thomas. Throw goes to first. Back in time is Nate Jones. Here's the pitch to Calloway. In there for a strike. Runner goes on the delayed steal. He's in there easily. Ball slips into center field. Nate Jones takes second base on the delayed steal. So now a man's in scoring position for Wesley Calloway. 1 out in the 6th inning. Jones off a second. Thomas gives him a couple of looks. Calloway calls timeout. Ready to go again. Thomas has his sign. Here's the pitch. It goes way past the catcher, up against the wall. That'll let Nate Jones move up to third base on the wild pitch.
Hey man, have fun. Let's go. Have fun.
It's Nate Jones at third. Now a fly ball could give Wesley Calloway an RBI. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Popped up, fouled back, and off the screen.
Hey, fight, fight.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Thomas steps off. Back on. Infield comes all the way in, all around the infield. 1-2 count. Spikes another one. Here comes the runner, but the ball comes right back to the catcher, who tries to make a play and is late. Nate Jones scores. Great job by the catcher playing the carom and getting back to home plate, but it was too late as Nate Jones scores on the wild pitch. And it's 8-2 with the Wolfpack on top here in the 6th inning. Infield can retreat back to their normal positions. Two balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Calloway goes down on strikes for the first time today. That brings up Ryan McClellan, who singled and scored in the 5th.
Ryan McClellan.
8-2 game in the 6th. 2 outs for Ryan McClellan, who hits one foul and out of play. Nate Thomas out of the windup. Here's the first pitch. Actually, it's not the first pitch. Second pitch. Fly ball to center field. Bryce is under it. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out of the top of the 6th inning. We head to the bottom half of the inning. The Pack score 1. They're up 8-2. We're in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Wolfpack on top, 8-2. New pitcher for the Pack, Riley Cullen. That closes the book on Braden May. 5 innings pitched, 2 runs allowed, 5 walks, 11 strikeouts. You know, Jack, I didn't mention how many hits were given up by Braden. There's a reason for that. And we're not going to talk about it, at least for the foreseeable future.
There we go.
We'll see if Riley Cullen can keep helping us not talk about that. 1 ball, no strikes. To Hampton Hudson, third baseman, who leads off the bottom of the 6th. One 0 pitch. Misses 2-0. Riley Cullen unable to find the strike zone with the first 3. Maybe the new baseball has a strike in it. The wind from Cullen and the delivery. There's a strike. (3-1). Ground ball to short. On a friendly hop, throw to first in time. Nice job by Parker Ladd and Wesley Calloway, retiring the leadoff man of the 6th.
Number 19, Alec Ballbush.
Brings up number 19, Alec, and I'm not sure of his last name, even though I just heard it again over the PA system. So Alec stands in with 1 out. He fouls one off to the right side and out of play. Mount Vernon owes the umpire a couple of new baseballs. He just said the last ball is in play. Here's the pitch. Outside, 1-1. Out of the zone, 2-1. Two-one pitch from Riley Cullen on the way. Swing and a base hit to left field. The first base hit allowed by Whitefield pitching today. That breaks up the no-hitter in the 6th inning. So now we can talk about Braden's no-hits.
There you go.
A couple of guys reached on errors early in the game.
Number 10, Brooks.
5 walks given up by Braden, but 11 strikeouts. Dominant, especially in the second half of his outing today. Cullen has a man on base. He'll try to pitch around that. He throws a strike to Brooks Champney. Champney behind 0-1. Runner leads off first. Throw goes to first. Was a little low. Nice job by Wesley Callaway for corralling that one. 0-1 count to Chapney. Oh, and a pickoff got him. So after the first pickoff was unsuccessful, Riley Cullen tried it again. He got his man at first. That erases the man at first. There are 2 outs. And Brooks Chapney resumes his at bat with a strike. And that one just missed off the outside corner. Breaking ball. Trying to sweep it over the corner, was unsuccessful. Here's the pitch. Low and away. Popped up, fouled back, and out of play. That was like a brand new baseball. It looks shiny. 2-2 count. Riley out of the windup. Here's the pitch. Low and away, full count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on in the bottom half of the 6th. Here's the wind and delivery. Ground ball inside the bag at third base. That goes into the corner. Headed to second is Brooks Chapney. He's going to keep going. He's headed to third base, and he throws out an anchor. Quickly retreats to second, and that's a 2-out double for Brooks Chapney. Just scooted the ball inside the line. We've got a pinch hitter. That pinch hitter is number 4. So Chapney down at second. Mount Zion trying to get a run on the board here in the 6th. They're down 8-2 in this one. Wolfpack trying to take advantage of the 6-run lead. Here's the pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Riley set, throws back to second base. Nobody was covering. Jake Arispe fielded the throw behind second base.
It's the wrong guy.
Ball's outside. Whitefield fans are chirping back at the Mount Zion fans who have been vocal throughout the game. Here's the pitch from Riley Cullen. Fouled off the, was it off the catcher or off the umpire? Might have got them both. Riley Cullen out of the stretch. Pitch on the way. In there, strike 3 called. That'll do it for the Mustangs. In the bottom half of the 6th inning, we head to the 7th. The Pack with a 6-run lead. Top of the 7th. Final at bat for the Wolfpack tonight. Final, well, I should qualify that. Final at bat unless there's a catastrophic bottom of the 7th inning.
Yes.
Which is always possible in baseball, whether it's Little League up to the pros. One of my favorite things about baseball is that you have to make the final out. There's no clock to run out. Even with the new pitch clock rules in Major League Baseball, you still have to make the last play of the game. Taylor Craig leading off for the Pack in the 7th inning. Nate Thomas continues his relief appearance. Starts this inning out of the windup. Here's the first pitch to Craig. Oh, didn't mean to down the first base line and foul. He tried to check his swing. The ball hit the bat, and he almost got a double out of it. That was foul by maybe a foot and a half. So he's got a strike on him early in the count. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Ground ball up the middle for a base hit. Nice job by Taylor Craig. Putting the bat on the ball, finding a hole, and getting on base to lead off the 7th.
Good swing, good contact there by Taylor Craig as he's standing on first base.
Brings up the right fielder, Wyman Shaheen. Shaheen has walked twice and scored twice. That hit by Taylor was his first of the day. Nobody out for Wyman at the plate. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. Here's the pitch. Taylor on the move. He swings and misses at the plate. And the stolen base for Taylor Craig. Wyman swung at that ball that was about at his eyeballs. So Craig down at second after the stolen base. Not sure if that was a hit and run where Wyman was supposed to sell out to try to make contact or not. Either way, Taylor Craig's down at second. Wyman still stands at the plate, and he swings and misses. Taylor Craig looked like giving a signal to Wyman Shaheen at the plate. I don't know if he picked up on something that the defense is doing. Wyman has 2 strikes on him at the plate. Taylor Craig gets his lead off a second. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Nice job by the catcher, keeping that ball in front of him. Here's the pitch to Wyman Shaheen, ground up the middle, difficult hop for the shortstop. He gets it in time and gets the out. 6-3. Taylor Craig moves up to third base. And there's one down for Jake Arispe. That was a really tough play.
Number 4, Jake Arispe.
For who was that? That's Holbrook out at second. Out at shortstop now. The man who began the night as the pitcher for the Mustangs. It kind of hopped over the mound and then took a funny little squirt after it to hit the seam of the grass and the clay. Here's the first pitch to Arispe, swing and a miss. Taylor Craig off a third. Arispe at the plate. That one goes to the backstop. Taylor Craig is going to score easily, and it's 9-2 in the 7th. Base is clear now for Jake Arispe. Nate Thomas steps off and switches to the windup now the bases are clear. Here's the pitch. Fouled at the plate. That got somebody. I think it might have hit Arispe right in the foot. Jake Arispe continues his at bat. And a ground ball to right back to the pitcher. That'll be the second out of the inning as he throws to first base. That'll bring up Braden May for the 4th time tonight. Had a single, he's walked, and he's had a double. The Mustangs haven't been able to get him out, but Whitefield has not been able to get him in. Looking over the scorecard, everyone in the lineup has been on base at some point except for one player. And if Braden May can get on, then Parker Ladd will have an opportunity to to join the rest of his teammates and having gotten on base today. We'll see if Braden can extend the inning here. And he does. Base hit into center field by Braden May. That'll bring up Parker Ladd for his 5th at bat. He's the only player for Whitefield that hasn't been on base yet today. He had some tough luck early on with a few strikeouts.
11, Parker Ladd.
Popped out to short center his last time up, and now an opportunity to get that base hit. Got the umpire pointing at the dugout. That's because Wyman Shaheen was outside of the line. Was corralled by another member of the pack. Now we're ready to go. Parker Ladd at the plate in the top of the 7th. Here's the first pitch to him. Way inside. That one goes to the backstop. Down to second goes Braden May. Here's the stretch from Nate Thomas. Pitch on the way. High. Pitch on the way. In there for a strike. Braden May down at second. He singled, moved up on a wild pitch. Parker Ladd at the plate. Takes a strike. Nate Jones waiting in the on-deck circle. Should Parker find his way on board, he would hit next. It's the stretch from Nate Thomas. Pitch on the way. He spiked it. Down to third goes Braden May. Another wild pitch. And Jack, I think we're starting to see a little bit of what we saw last night as the sun goes away. It's just getting more difficult to grip the baseball.
Yeah, the weather conditions yesterday were a factor, so we will see.
Here's the pitch. Oh, we got Parker. And that's not the way he wanted to get on base, but he got on base. And now every member of the Wolfpack starting 9 that's found their way on base today.
Number 6.
As Parker takes one off the shoulder. Nate Jones hits with runners at the corners and 2 out. It's a 9-2 game. Nate Thomas gets his sign. Working out of the stretch. Here's the pitch. High and inside. Pitch on the way. Fly ball. Short center field. Who wants it? Center fielder says he's got it. He does. And that'll do it for the Pack in the top of the 7th. We head to the bottom half of the 7th inning. The Pack 3 outs away from victory.
Number 22, Landon Bryce.
Let's go, Rocky Top!
So to start the bottom of the 7th, Wolfpack up 8-2. They only need 3 more outs. Cullen on the mound. The first pitch popped and out of play. Watch out, fans. Number 22, Landon Bryce, steps in again. The pitch sent sharp to Parker Ladd, the shortstop. He fields it and cleanly throws it to the first baseman for the first out. 1 down, 2 more to go. Wolfpack up 8-2. The Wolfpack have been solid offensively and defensively this entire game, to say the most. So now up for the Mount Vernon Mustangs. It is number 1, Thomas Nate. The pitch, just a bit outside, ball 1. The pitch, just a bit low, ball 2. 2-0 count, as Nate has the better of Cullen so far in the count. And wind up the pitch. Out one sent sharply to shallow right field as that one drops. As Thomas Nate steps in, Thomas Nate, after he hit that one to shallow right sharply, he is standing at first base safely, so it'll bring up the left fielder, Avery Anderson. 1 out as Anderson gets set in the left-hand batter's box. Cullen on the mound for the Pack. The pitch, low in the dirt, ball 1. Cullen stares down Nate at first. He has a short lead. The pitch, in the dirt, gets away from McClellan as Nate will advance, and he is standing safely at second. A runner in scoring position. Anderson in the left-hand batter's box for the Mustangs. 1 down, the pitch. That one sent sharply with a hop, but the shortstop Parker Ladd able to connect with Callaway for the second out. 2 down, 1 to go. A man at third base for the Mustangs. The Wolfpack lead this one 8-2 in the bottom of the 7th. Number 12, Dylan Holbrook, stands in. The pitch, just a bit outside, ball 1. The pitch, sent sharply to Parker Ladd. Parker Ladd, is not able to connect with Wesley Callaway at first base for the final out. So there is number 12, Dylan Holbrook, standing at first base as Callaway was not able to grab it completely. It dropped at the last second. A run scored, so it's 8-3 with a man at first base, and that'll bring up number 20, the first baseman, Holden Baker, for the Stangs. The pitch, just a bit outside, ball 1. Cullen stares down the runner at first. The pitch, low in the dirt, ball 2. So 2-0 count for Baker. 2 outs, with Holbrook standing at first. That one sent sharply to left field, but foul, as the Wolfpack try to run and get that one, but Either way, it's foul, so we get set to do it all over again. The temperatures have definitely dropped, a bit chilly out here at Mount Vernon. Sun has gone down and a slight wind. So Baker steps back into the batter's box. The pitch fouled off and out of play. As Baker will get set to do it again. A man at first for the Mustangs, 2 outs. The Wolfpack only need 1 more out. Let's see if he can get Baker here. The pitch sent sharply in between the first baseman and the second baseman as the right fielder and Wyman Shaheen fields that one and throws it to the shortstop. But a man at first and a man at second, so 2 runners aboard as number 9, Hampton Hudson, the third baseman, gets set to step in. The pitch sent sharp to right field. Wyman running back. He's got it. That'll do it, folks. The Whitefield Wolfpack win this one 9-3 and advance to 7-4. Thank you for watching Whitefield Athletics. This is Jack Cunningham signing off. There's a game tomorrow against Mount Vernon at 4:30, but at home, so tune into that one. Jack Cunningham saying goodnight. Have a good one. Thank you for watching Whitefield Sports Network.
Mama Bear's about to come out here too. Y'all should be ashamed of your children.